Alright, I was just out here checking out the soybeans. I see we're going to need a roller next time we're ready to do the field. We may need, we don't have the data, so I'm not sure what it is, because soybeans, from what I've been told, do not need fertilizer. It's probably because we left the rocks in the field. But as usual, you can see I've got a trailer all loaded up. I've really overloaded this trailer. I went to turn around down here, and the tractor was just struggling, so this should get us a decent amount of money. We do have one more choice. I was actually watching another YouTuber that I watch, and I seen he had a really reasonable priced harvester. So I downloaded that. We got a couple other things that we can get too now that I found that are going to help us out down the road. But making this farm work out a lot better. Whoa. Jeez. Here's my problem. I think I'm going straight, and then I gotta adjust the steering and makes a mess. I need to actually get my steering wheel hooked up. It's here back behind me somewhere. But we're gonna see what we can do here. Hopefully we won't tip it over trying to turn the corner or get caught on that telephone pole. Can I even get moving? Probably not. We have to redo all this. Okay. Hopefully we can kind of get in here and not have to fight with this too much. There we go. Yeah, I obviously didn't cut that one, so it kind of got stuck on as a big branch. But hopefully it'll get us some more money. I like how we got this. Well, yeah, I can see some of it's like a dark colored wood, some of it's a light colored wood. It may just be the shadows, but... Oh, right, so that just got us 17 grand. That is going to put us a long ways towards this. I don't think we're anywhere near ready to do the soy. Obviously soybeans aren't going to be planted or be done. Let's see if we go. I can't remember if I have, I don't think I have seasons on this one, so, no, we have calendar thing here. So I'm not exactly sure when they come up. I've got like 4 maps I'm playing, and, if you've been on here, if you've been watching any of my other videos, you notice that, there is one more of these, and there will be another survival type video coming out. I haven't finished setting it up yet. I want to kind of be completely ready when it comes out. And I'm going to turn this around because that way if next time I load this thing up, I have a problem, and it won't have as many problems, let's put it that way. Since we have so much money, and I have a bad habit of running out of fuel, actually get back in, disconnect that. Let's go ahead and connect up to the planter. Now, I do believe last time we decided on corn. Well, I decided on corn, whatever. But we're going to get hooked up, and actually, you know what? Before we do this, let's run up to the shop. I want to make sure we got enough fuel here. Like I said, I do end up running out of fuel a lot, and I don't want to chance it again. Okay, so I think I need to go here. Oh, where the heck is the darn thing? That's where I must... Okay. Refill silo. So... Oh, that's nice. You can actually choose how many liters you want. I guess we could have done that. Okay, so let's fill it for now. Now we got 5,000 liters in there, so that should last us a while. What I want to get is I want to get the sensors put on this tractor, and I want to get the Isaria and bring that down here. I've got it on our Southern Cross station, so it's been really useful. For right now, I'm going to plant both these fields, or plant the second field. But next time when we're ready to go, I'm going to straighten this edge out as much as I can. you know, with the plow before we even start. I'm hoping to actually have a bigger plow by then. Because there's a little plow right there. Because as you see, you know, it's quite the little sliver up here at this end. I mean, we could actually come back and do that, but I don't want to do the same jobs over and over again, you know, too much. I mean, there's some repetitiveness to this, so there's nothing you can do about it. But I'd like to keep the repetitiveness to a minimum on there, but I don't know if they really need to be together. Let's see. Go ahead. I'm hoping this thing actually has it. We'll repair it while we're here too. Customize it. And where is it? Our cabins, designs, hooks, gearbox, weights. I wonder if we actually have to buy the Arsaria before we can do it. If it doesn't give us the choice, we may have to actually buy it separately. Let's see, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. Okay, so down here in the middle somewhere, right there, precision farming. Here's the big one I was talking about. And this is kind of, you know, this does mount on there, but I don't think we can mount the scout behind it. But if we have to, we will get this, and then we'll have to see what we can do, or we may have to just buy another tractor to get it to work. This is pretty cheap, so, I mean, not cheap, but pretty decently priced. And what I'm hoping we can do is just go down the center of the field, you know, just on the edge, like where our first pass would be for the corn, and be able to do the whole field in one shot. And then we'll know what we need on the field. Know if we need lime or if we need it, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick look at this and see if we get now do we own that, if we get the customization on here. That design is not anything important. Hook, gearbox, weights, wheel setup. I mean, other than changing this, which I like to have. Whoops. There we go. So that's on there. Okay, so I'm guessing this tractor will not work with the sensor. And I don't think we can hook that other sensor on there. Let's just see what we can find here. Maybe we're just gonna have to buy a cheap tractor, and it's not gonna, you know, we're gonna have to do it that way. I don't know. Let's see, what can we pick up for like small tractor? See, we were talking about I was talking about the electric track earlier, but like this one here should be able to handle it, which is only 40,000, which we're already below. We can't even afford the electric one. But I don't think we actually need the sensor running. We can actually buy, let's actually buy the other unit. I think that's the way to go. And because we can buy this unit. We do have enough, right? Yeah, what I wanted to see what our harvester, and then you can see the harvester I was talking about. So this is the harvester I was talking about that's fairly reasonable. I mean, 32 grand is not bad by the time we need it, you know, because this one here is, you know, 75. I know I'm scrolling really quick, and this one's 55, so 32 would be a heck of a lot. I mean, you don't have a cab, it's nothing fancy. And we could, I mean, the head's super cheap, so I'm not worried about that, you know. And I'm not positive, but I think the bar can work with I think the Ziegler will work on it if I remember correctly. I'm actually going to before we buy anything, I'm testing it on another server. The only thing I haven't tested is this you know, buying this thing. But I don't see that we can't, you know, make enough money off the trees that are laying there and other stuff. So let's just go ahead and buy this. Because we're at least another 2 or 3 months off, you know, so a couple episodes yet off of getting that. So I don't know if it'll hook on the front. I don't think it will but I don't need a PTO, and we do have a connection on the front, so if it does, great. If not, oh well. Which way do we have to come in on it? Probably this way. Yeah, we cannot, unless that's the wrong side. Because I don't think we can hook up to the Isaria easier. I thought, well, actually I see the connections are on this side, the way it looks. But I'm not sure. We've only got a single connection in the front. Alright, so we're back down here at the farm, and we're going to start taking soil samples. And we're going to have to go back up and get the other unit. I'm thinking that we can get the whole field in on the sample. If not, we'll just have to, you know, do something different, I guess. Go ahead and unpack this thing. So as you see, we got that huge green circle down here. So we're going to have no problem. Maybe at the other end of the field we might be a little different, but I think we'll be okay. I'm going to shut this off as soon as I see what... Okay, B is big soil sample. I was watching my video the other day and, you know, just seeing how it turned out and stuff like that. And I didn't like that menu in the way. Okay, that's probably good. Now I want to back up a little bit. I want to get it, I want to have, you know, as much of the field in the sample as possible. So now, as you may or may not have seen, depending on what I decide to do, like I said, we did get the sensor. We found, you know, because we found out the sensors would not mount on this thing properly. And we're probably still going to get it, you know, and, you know, that way we don't have to buy sensors for any other tractor. But one way or another, we're going to find a tractor that has a front connection. So I guess what I want to do is I want to kind of say, you know, hey guys, what do you guys think? I know what I want, the electric tractor. And I know it's going to cost us a few bucks, you know, but since we've got, you know, our money makers down here anyway, it's not going to be that big of a deal. And, you know, technically, you know, we can, you know, say, well, we got solar, so we're running power off of solar, so it's technically a solar powered tractor. Alright, so we're going to get up here, this should work. I've been kind of looking forward to doing this, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, I think I've said it before, that on my other map at least, that I never took much stock in this back in 19 because I've seen people doing weird, you know, do it, so. But the way it's set up in 22, or maybe it was set up the other way as well. So, like I said, I never ran it there. Okay, so that's all of the samples. Yep, it's Y. We're going to send the samples off. I'm just going to leave this thing unfolded, because when we, you know, extend the field, add to the field, whatever, we're going to have to have all that information. We're going to need another, we're going to have to read again. We're going to just put this back here by the cell tower. Wait, we do actually, did I not buy a solar panel? Oh well, you know what? Whenever we buy another another money generator like the tower here, we're gonna buy a solar panel. Maybe we'll buy one of the, you know, save up and buy one of the bigger ones. But okay, so here's my idea. just gonna, oops, I hit the wrong key as usual. Um, what I'm thinking is there's some fairly decently cheap tractors. You know, of course, there's the Digitrac, which is an electric, which is about, you know, just under 50,000. There's this one for about 40,000. Unless we grow grapes, I don't want this one. But, you know, and this one's here, what, 100 horsepower? This thing's 80, so they're not bad for horsepower. And this thing will actually run at least the front mower, so we could at least have that. Otherwise, like the Fender, which is, you know, 75, I'd like to stay above 80, so, you know, but, you know, one of these, you know, especially like this one here, would be great. I mean, then you get into these expensive ones. But any of these under 50,000, you know, if you guys think I should get a certain one, let me know. And then I did say that we got the harvester, or found a harvester. It's another harvester that I was looking at. Actually, another YouTuber runs it, like I said. And it's a good little starter one. I mean, it's got a decent tank, and I mean, it's not big, but, you know, it holds 150 liters of fuel. It is only 50 horsepower, but, you know, it'll do the job. It's not like we got hills or anything, and that person has some hills on their thing, you know, so it's not, you know. And there is actually, you know, this, which is a little bit better engine, and it costs us 34 instead of 32. You know, for 2,000 it might be worth it. So let me know what you think. You know, it's going to be between this one, or the Nova. I'd like to stay under the 50. You know, I'd like to stay under the 60,000 mark. You know, for now, for the first one. I mean, if we're going to spend 70,000, we might as well go with, you know, this guy here. You know, decent. You know, and I think that one is 75. So I think it'll be one of these three here that we're going to choose. You know, we can either, you know, do it with, you know, a couple loads of wood, which you don't have to sit and watch me load. You know, same with this one, and this one you might have to watch me load one load of wood. It won't be that bad, you know. Because I want to be able to get it by the time this field is ready to go. Now, it did come back, so let's go ahead and go in here. Put onto our field, wherever it is, right there. And we'll see what I'm looking for. I'm on the wrong type. That's not what I'm looking for either. Where is oh, here, soil composition. So that's on. So let's turn them all on. So this side is gonna need rolling when we're done. But there are, you know, it's not weeds, it's stones in the field is what all that yellow is. I'd like to be able to get rid of the stones right now, but we just don't have the extra money to buy the machine. I think once we get the field, you know, maybe, you know, when it's like this wide, you know, I know I was talking about putting a road in right, you know, along here. But obviously, you know, it needs to be straightened out here. Then we need to clean all this up. But I'm thinking, you know, we might extend the field out further, you know, so that we're a little closer to the center line. Because I think next time we're going to run one, maybe two crops on there, where this time we're probably going to get, you know, 3 or 4 crops total, because we're going to have to do whatever we can. And we can actually, for like the next field, we can actually do potatoes or the beets, the sugar beets, because you know, I'm just going to kind of redo this one here since it's like off from the rest of them. Okay, so let's get ready to get this done. Now this one doesn't actually have to be turned on, because I'm going to quick hit the F1, make sure we got everything done. Load. Okay. So as you can see, up in the top corner there, it's going to tell us our variable seed rate. as we're planting the corn. Okay, so I didn't take out that spot, but you know, we're gonna have to do this a little weird. And like I said, we're gonna have to buy, we'll buy one header, and then down the road we'll buy the other header. But I think we're gonna do a time lapse right here, and then I'll be back when this is finished. Alright, so I meant to bring that back sooner, but anyway, that will do it for that part of getting that job done. We now have the corn planted. I'm gonna just drop this on the other side of the fuel tank. In fact, since we're over here, I'm gonna back up further enough where I can plant, you know, go quick to the fuel and fill this thing up so we don't lose it. Okay, there we're full. So, what I think we're gonna have to do is we're gonna look at some different things here. I was reading some stuff in between. I just hit the wrong thing, but where's the one that actually tells us what type of fields we have? There was one that showed, oh here, it's on here. Soil types. So, this up here is loam. This is sandy loam. From what I've seen, sandy loam seems to be a really good one. And this is loam sand. I don't know what the deal is, the difference between loamy sand and sandy loam is, but it's a Y in it, with the word switched around in a different spot, I guess. I don't know. No, I have no clue, you know, clue, but so far, you know, it looks okay, you know. I am going to, at some point, like when we, after both these fields are done, I'm going to clean all this mess up. But, what the person had suggested, and I already have this pack, so we're going to quick see if I can find it here. It is called the Field Creator. There it is. So all these things are in the Field Creator, you know, and obviously they don't need a ton of, you know, anything to pull them, you know. I don't see any. Well, that one says 90 horsepower, but that one's 90. Ooh, 140. We might not be able to pull this without a halfway decent. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can do much with these type of things. But the other thing, oh, wow, there's some really nice ones. There's units like this that, I mean, that's still 120 horsepower. It's 120. 140, 140. But there are units, I think, that I can get. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Here's like one of the Field Creators. No, it's still 100 horsepower. So I'm guessing, unless we find something here that's 50 horsepower. No, the 4040 actually hooks into another unit. I think I actually have this one on another map. Or maybe it's just 4040, I'm not sure. So that's 120. So yeah, we're definitely going to have to get a 100 horsepower tractor. So if we go back in and look at tractors again, that's going to take this one out of the equation. That one we can, but it's going to be a little more money. And this one cannot. So I'm thinking that's going to be our... So what does it cost to put a good engine in it? So it'd be 21. So we'd have to have 63. So let's go back and look at this. Well, actually, these ones were all in the running too if they were had it, but okay, this is 63 right here. That's only 95. Just looking to see if there's any right around that 63 mark, you know, that might be a better deal. That one's not quite. That's not even close. I guess the problem is we're just outside that horsepower range that we want. We want 100 horsepower without having to add to it, you know. But then once we get into some of these, those are more expensive, you know. Obviously, that's not going to be anywhere near the horsepower. Now, that's 110 for 25. So that could definitely be a contender. Is this actually... Oh, that's diesel. Okay. It's rigid track, so I thought maybe it was battery powered. But I'm thinking this would probably be our best one. That's Maharanda. Oh, okay. Well, I've never had anybody complain about not enough content, but at the same time, I haven't really had anybody say anything. I had one person make a comment, but I think they were advertising something, and I asked them what it meant, and never got an answer back, so... And I think that was actually on my other map. But I would like to actually try and get something done today. If we make the 25, probably going to go up and get the tractor, and then our load that we end up with on the next video will help fund whatever other equipment we need to buy. You know, because I would like to swap out, you know, our really itty bitty plow. That would be nice for the first thing, because... But if we can get a lawnmower, I may cut out a bunch of trees. Excuse me, get hiccups. I'll cut out a bunch of trees and just stick them on the pile again. Oh, that's not bad. And we even got it because we're using the other thing. Yeah, can we stop that, please? For some reason, when you do that with the straps on, but that thing go click, 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 click. I mean, nuts. Okay, so we're going to take this up here and drop it back off. We did not make our 25, obviously, and I don't really want to sit and load yet another trailer load to get 25. But we do need to do something. You know, and we're going to have to make, you know, to spend money to make money, so if I gotta set up 2 loads next week, we will. You know, it seems like we get 2 loads anyway, because we get one that's already preloaded and then another one. So let's just take a look at our map here quick. So we're good here with all this. So do we have our pH is so that's, we want to be close, we want to be, you know, in like this 650 range, you know. I think that's about there. We are going to need nitrogen on the corn, so let's see what we can pick up for a sprayer. because we're going to need that done, wrong thing. This side. There you go. Sprayer. Are we even going to be able to get a sprayer? Oh, there's this John Deere, but I'm trying to stay away from stuff that I see other people using. I think what we'll do is we'll save up for this one. How much horsepower does that require? It does not. It only. Oh, that's 7 miles per hour. So it doesn't have a horsepower requirement. Well, that's probably a good thing. I think that's actually what we're going to shoot for next time, is getting that. We should be able to get that, but I want to see. I want to get out. I want to go about. I always forget you can't just do that. I wish I could walk while I got the map open. I guess I can kind of, but looking at this map down here. So right about here somewhere is the middle. So I'm just gonna, since we got time, we're not gonna sit and cut down a ton of trees. We're just gonna mark the middle line is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna leave these trees till next time, as far as you know, doing them up. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, that works. But I want to kind of figure out, you know, so that when we do have a decent sized plow, and that we can kind of come back and, you know, say, okay, this is approximately center. This is where we want to, you know, plow to. Or take out all the trees too. Because right now I think we'd end up with a really short thing if we don't do something. If I can at least get to a little bit more. I'm gonna cut that tree. I know it's on my land because we're in the middle of my land. Okay, so let's see what we can do. A couple more. I know I'm just sitting here. Let's see. Yeah. Sure. I do not want to cut this one. Am I too close? There we go. I was just being weird, I guess. So we'll just get a couple more, you know. I'm pretty sure the center line's marked by now, but I need an excuse of trees to cut next time. I mean, we'll defoliate these on another episode. I mean, it may not even be next episode. It could be 2 episodes down the line. You know, unfortunately, right now, it's like our biggest source of income. I mean, I'd like to find another source of income. You know, maybe, you know, but we got stuff coming up that has to be bought. In fact, I'm gonna actually, at the end of this episode, we're gonna run the. I think not. Okay, for whatever reason, it didn't want me to do that that deep cut like I was doing before. I mean, if we have to wait to get, you know, something decent, I mean, I want another tractor, but until we can start selling, you know, some goods, You know, I do want to look into other things that are going to make us money without having to do too much. But a lot of those things, there we go, you know, require money to get into, you know. You know, I'd like to get chickens, I'd like to get maple syrup, I'd like to get just some more, you know, overnight ones that make us money. Those will be the last trade I'm going to cut. Now you can all cheer. Okay, so that's good enough. I mean, that, if that don't mark a big line down the middle, whether it's straight or not is another story, which I do not. We're supposed to be over here somewhere. But, you know, it does kind of mark a line down the center. And these ones, you know, are pretty much centered, but it just could be worse. They could be self-centered. Yeah. So, yeah, we're kind of off a little bit on where center is, but, you know what? At the moment, I'm not real worried about it, because we're going to just, I'm going to come through at some point, just strip this whole forest. We're going to just do a quick time lapse and just kind of kill everything from what I consider the center line over to this field. Then we got plenty of room to make more fields, and we don't have to do them all at once. But even though we haven't done a lot today, I think we're going to sleep. That should be good enough, I think. Didn't mean to hit tab, really. Didn't hit F1. There we go. Now I can see that. Because sometimes that you got to get right on that thing and. Okay. So we're going to see what the field. I mean, if the field is really close to being harvested, well, I think either way we're going to buy the harvester and the header. How are we doing here? Oh, we're in winter anyway, so our corn started growing. They're growing. Okay, so nitrogen is bad. Nitrogen is bad. So to get a decent, so if we wanted, I'm sorry about this, I need to find a decent sprayer that we can afford. We're either going to have to buy the John Deere that I don't really want, just because, you know, I've seen other people using it. That's my big thing with that. You know, now this one is nice because it's actually got the sensors already on it, but price tag. But I'm gonna look and see if we can find any cheaper ones. I mean, like I said, if worse comes to worse, we're gonna have to get this one and work with it. So okay, just look at it and see what the comparative. That's 1,000. That's also 1,000. But this one's got a 15 meter. Dang. Maybe that one is better one. You know, and it would put some more, if we bought that and bought fertilizer. Let me check ModHub real quick and see if we can find anything that's more in our price range. So I will be back in just a minute. Alright, so I can't really find anything on the ModHub. So I was going to load another load of logs, and I thought, you know what? We don't want to burn up too many logs. We need to come up with money for everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab that John Deere. See why he likes this machine. It's a great starter machine. I just didn't want to use it because he said he uses it. Okay. So let's see if we can find this for this one. I know where I want to put it, but I don't know if I can get on the pad or not. Let's see if we can without dragging the seed and everything with us. I just want to throw it back here on the pad because good place for it. So I think that's going to be it for this episode. I'm just going to hook up to this trailer and be ready for next time. So we'll see you guys next week. Actually, it all depends. I've been doing quite a few videos and I've been enjoying doing all the extra videos. So we might run 2, and if we do, it'll be Wednesday, Thursday. And then we'll throw something in on, maybe we'll at some point throw something in on Friday and one on Monday and Tuesday. But I'm not sure yet. We're finally caught up on Hydroneer, so I got to make new videos on Hydroneer. And then we're going to be making, there could be another video coming out this week for, oh shoot, not Southern Cross Station. But yeah, next time you come in, this whole pile down here at this end should be, back here by the trailer, should be gone, and probably half this one. I think we're gonna have to cut some trees next time and do some more work. That's definitely something that's gonna have to happen. I'd like to get all the way up to that center line and just to get rid of the trees. Not necessarily, we don't have to clear all of them, we don't have to put them all on the trailer. I'd just like to get some of these trees done and over with, get them out of the way. Alright, so then I will see you guys either tomorrow or next week, depending on what I decide to do.